This right here is the VEIKK A30 drawing tablet, and today I will be testing how good it is. Hi everyone, your favorite chocolate drink dog is here, or Coco for short. As you can already tell, I received another tablet for review, so hopefully, if you are recently looking to get a new drawing tablet, this video might help you make a decision. So without further ado, let's see what VEIKK has to offer. First things first, let's talk about what's in the box. We get a drawing glove, the tablet, obviously, drawing pen, connecting cord, adapters that let you connect it to an Android device, extra pen nibs, and the instruction manual. Now it's time to set this tablet up. After downloading the drivers, you have to set up the express keys, and on a scale of 1 to 3 of how easy that was to set up, I give it a 2.5. It wasn't complicated, but I did struggle just a little bit, but that might be just because I'm a little silly. For example, I was trying to type in the command Control Z, but it wouldn't work. Later I realized that there is a pre-made undo command, so I just used that instead. But then even after that, I found out there is an option to insert special keys, and Control was in there. So both Control Z and the undo command work perfectly fine. And oh my god guys, the touchpad thingy actually surprised me. I was wondering how that would work, and it's basically a scrolly thingy, and you can scroll up and down, which changes the canvas size, and left to right, that changes the brush size. But of course you can probably change those to a different command if you would like. I had a tablet with a scrolly thingy before, but it was just one command. This one has two, which I find pretty neat. And since we're here, let's talk about how this tablet feels. Honestly, as an iPad artist, I actually pretty like how it's a touchscreen. I was worried it would feel weird without the actual buttons, and I will miss the tactile feeling, but it feels pretty nice and looks professional in my opinion. Although I am a bit of a perfectionist and I don't like how there are fingerprints left on this very glossy surface, but those are just my thoughts. Doesn't affect the performance. The drawing surface feels pretty good though. I wouldn't say paper texture because it actually feels really smooth, but if you just listen, it does have a bit of that rough resistance, which feels nice to draw on, as opposed to just gliding on a smooth surface. Now, let's talk about how well this tablet responds. The pen feels really accurate. I did not experience any delays, glitches, jitters, and all that stuff. Drawing felt very good, although one time, I don't know what happened. It just stopped responding. I got nervous for a moment, but after unplugging it and plugging it back, everything went back to normal. So I don't know what happened there, but it was easy to solve and did not happen again, so take that however you want. Other than that one thing, the pen felt really good. At the beginning, I did keep pressing the hotkeys on the pen by accident, but over time I got used to holding it carefully. For the hotkeys, as I said earlier, they work very well too, but unfortunately, with the touchpad, I ran into one inconvenience. I tested this tablet both on Photoshop and Medibang, and on Medibang, it worked just fine, but on Photoshop, for some reason the zoom in command wouldn't work. I can zoom out, but to zoom in, I just ended up using the keyboard. I tried messing with the settings, reloading Photoshop, but on there, it just wouldn't work. Works on Medibang though. Also, off topic, but reviewing this made me realize that I like Medibang more than Photoshop, and Medibang is free. I am not drawing on Photoshop again. Anyway, back to the tablet. I completely forgot to talk about how you can connect it to an Android phone or tablet. In my opinion, if you have an Android tablet, just use that to draw on. Connecting it to a tablet just makes the process a bit more complicated. So this feature is only good if all you have is a phone but really want to get that pressure sensitivity and professional feel. However, I did use a tablet to test that feature because I'm using my phone to record. Kinda can't draw on it. It works the same way as other tablets I reviewed. You don't need no drivers, but that means you can't use the hotkeys, and you can only draw vertically. So yeah, you can draw. I personally don't find it too comfortable, but I mean, adding something doesn't make it worse. Tablets like this are primarily used for computers, and this feels like just a little additional feature on the side. It's cool to have it, but I wouldn't really want to draw like that. So what are my thoughts on it? Honestly, before I started reviewing it, I was convinced that I will end the video with saying something like, yeah, it feels pretty much like all other cheaper drawing tablets. But this one, it really did impress me. I mean, it's still pretty much all you would expect from a tablet like this. Nothing too crazy, but it gets the job done well. But I'm not going to lie, out of all tablets I reviewed, it might be my favorite one. Don't tell the others. But to summarize, it did run into two things like having to reconnect it one time for the pen to work again and zoom in feature not working on Photoshop. But for the pros, drawing felt very good. No pen delays or glitches. The surface does not feel like I'm drawing on glass. Setting it up was straightforward for the most part. And overall, I just like how professional it looks for its price. Oh, and it's about $40. That's cheap for a drawing tablet, and for that price, I think it does what it's supposed to do very well. So, would I recommend it for someone who just wants to jump into digital art but don't want to spend a ton on expensive drawing tablets? Yeah, from what I got, the drawing on it felt like a good experience, and it's worth mentioning that I'm still not used to drawing on graphic tablets. I am too spoiled with the ability of drawing directly on the screen, so the fact that I felt pretty comfortable says a lot. And if you're interested, there will be links to this tablet in the description, so make sure to check that out. And this part is just for me, but I have been trying to get better at making videos. So if you enjoyed watching this or have any feedback, please let me know down in the comments. I would really appreciate that. But now, this video is coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to check out my silly animations, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye!